Welcome to Audiobook segment. Every story you'll hear is crafted from the ground up, written, produced, and narrated entirely by us. Nothing recycled, nothing repurposed, just original work made for this channel. So grab your headphones, settle in, and enjoy today's audiobook. Welcome to the mindset of success. Imagine waking up each morning with the quiet confidence that you can shape your future. In this audiobook, we'll explore how your thoughts, habits, and choices create your reality. Stay with me, your mindset is about to change. Chapter 1. The Power of a Growth Mindset. Imagine if every challenge you face is not a roadblock, but a stepping stone. Most people look at difficulties and think they are impossible to overcome. They believe that success is something only certain lucky or talented people can achieve. But the truth is different. The way you think about your abilities and mistakes can change everything. People who believe that they can improve through effort, learning, and persistence have a growth mindset. Those who believe that their intelligence and skills are fixed often stop trying as soon as they face obstacles. This simple difference in thinking can determine how far you go in life. A growth mindset is not about being perfect or never failing. It is about seeing failure as information, a guide to improvement. When you make a mistake, you are not proving that you cannot succeed. You are learning how to succeed next time. Imagine trying to ride a bike for the first time. Falling off does not mean you cannot ride. It means your brain and body are learning how to balance. Every attempt, every wobble, every small adjustment brings you closer to mastery. People with a growth mindset approach life the same way. They understand that effort is the path to improvement and that challenges are opportunities to grow. Your brain is designed to learn. Neuroscientists call this ability neuroplasticity. It means your brain can form new connections and pathways when you learn something new or practice a skill. Every time you try something difficult, every time you make a mistake and try again, your brain changes to become stronger and more capable. Knowing this can change how you think about yourself. You are not stuck with what you already know. You can grow, and your potential is not limited. One of the most important parts of a growth mindset is how you talk to yourself. Words shape thought. Saying, "I'm not good at this," closes doors. Saying, "I'm learning how to get better," opens them. This subtle shift in language changes how you approach challenges. It encourages persistence and creativity. People with a growth mindset notice opportunities, keep trying when things are hard, and celebrate progress even if it is small. Challenges are everywhere, in school, at work, in relationships, or while learning a new skill. Someone with a fixed mindset sees a difficult math problem and thinks, "I will never understand this." Someone with a growth mindset thinks, "This is tough, but I can figure it out if I try." This does not make challenges easy. It simply makes them part of a learning process. Over time, these small efforts accumulate, and people with a growth mindset become more capable, resilient, and confident. Think about learning a new sport. At first, your body might not respond as you want. You might miss shots, trip over your own feet, or forget the rules. Each failure can feel discouraging, but each attempt is teaching you something new. Every adjustment you make improves your skills, even if it is just a tiny improvement. Someone with a fixed mindset might quit. Someone with a growth mindset keeps going. That difference often separates success from giving up. Your environment also affects your mindset. Surround yourself with people who encourage learning and improvement. People who embrace growth challenge you to try harder, learn more, and think differently. Avoid those who constantly criticize without offering solutions, or those who say, "You'll never change." Your mindset is strengthened by the voices and examples around you. It's not only about skills or intelligence. A growth mindset applies to character, habits, and personal growth. When you approach life with the belief that you can learn, improve, and change, even setbacks become valuable. Missing a goal is no longer a failure. It is a lesson. Losing a game Struggling with a project or making a mistake becomes an opportunity to adjust your approach and try again. Every expert you admire has faced repeated failures. Michael Jordan did not make his high school varsity basketball team on his first attempt. J.K. Rowling faced multiple rejections before publishing Harry Potter. What sets them apart is not luck. It is persistence, effort, and belief that they could grow and improve. They turned obstacles into opportunities. This is the essence of a growth mindset. Even in everyday situations, growth mindset makes a difference. Imagine helping a friend with homework, learning a new recipe, or practicing a musical instrument. Each attempt, no matter how imperfect, is progress. The mindset that you can improve keeps you trying, keeps you learning, and keeps you moving forward. Challenges that once seemed impossible become opportunities to develop new skills and confidence. Listening to yourself critically can also help. Notice when you think, "I can't do this," and replace it with, "I haven't figured it out yet, but I will." Small changes in thinking create large changes in action. Over time, your brain, habits, and confidence adapt to the mindset that growth is possible. The real power of a growth mindset is not just learning new skills, it is transforming how you see life. Instead of fearing failure, you see it as feedback. Instead of avoiding hard tasks, you embrace them. Instead of giving up when progress is slow, you keep trying. Each choice, effort, and lesson builds on the last, creating a cycle of learning and improvement. Even if you have struggled in the past, it is never too late to adopt a growth mindset. Every day offers opportunities to think differently, practice differently, and approach challenges with curiosity rather than fear. Growth is not instantaneous, but it is inevitable when you keep taking steps toward improvement. Small actions matter. Reading, practicing, asking questions, or trying again after failing may seem minor, but they accumulate into real progress. The mindset that you can grow changes your approach to problems, your relationships, and even your confidence. This is why mindset is at the heart of success. And as you continue on this journey, remember that challenges are not signals to quit, they are invitations to grow. Each struggle, mistake, or difficult moment is a chance to strengthen your mind and your skills. The growth mindset is a lifelong companion, shaping every choice and every effort toward better results. By learning to see challenges as opportunities, mistakes as lessons, and effort as the path to mastery, you set yourself on a trajectory of continuous improvement. The power of a growth mindset is in every thought, every decision, and every action you take. The more you practice it, the more it becomes part of who you are, and the easier it becomes to tackle any obstacle life throws your way. Even when the road is long and difficult, the growth mindset keeps you moving forward. It turns obstacles into puzzles to solve and challenges into adventures to embrace. When you approach life this way, success is not a distant dream. It is a series of small steps taken consistently with belief in your ability to grow. And now, having explored how mindset shapes progress, the next chapter will reveal how your beliefs shape every achievement, showing how what you think about yourself can either limit or unlock your greatest successes. Chapter 2: Belief Shapes Every Achievement. Every achievement starts with a belief. Before you run a race, write a book, or start a project, you first have to believe that it is possible. Belief is not magic. It is the foundation on which all effort and progress are built. People who accomplish great things do not always have more talent or luck than others. They believe in their ability to improve, learn, and overcome obstacles. This belief guides their actions and decisions, creating results that might seem impossible to someone who doubts themselves. Belief shapes how you respond to challenges. If you think, "I can't do this," your actions will reflect that doubt. You may avoid trying, give up quickly, or stop learning altogether. On the other hand, if you think, "I can figure this out," you approach the same challenge with curiosity and effort. Your belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The mind notices opportunities, takes initiative, and looks for solutions. Even when progress is slow, Belief keeps you moving forward. Belief is not always obvious. Sometimes it is hidden in your thoughts and self-talk. Do you tell yourself, "I'm just not good at math," or "I'll never be able to do this"? These thoughts shape your mindset and your results. They limit your choices, slow your progress, and even affect your confidence. Changing your belief starts with noticing these thoughts and replacing them with growth-focused ideas. Instead of "I can't," try thinking, "I haven't mastered this yet, but I will," over time. This simple shift changes how you act and how you succeed. Consider athletes preparing for a big game. Some may be physically strong and well-trained, but if they doubt themselves, they may underperform. Others may not be the strongest, but their belief in their skills, practice, and preparation can make all the difference. Belief fuels persistence. It motivates people to practice, study, and keep going even when results are not immediate. Without belief, talent and hard work alone often fall short. Belief also influences your habits. When you truly believe in your goals, you are more likely to take the actions needed to achieve them. For example, a student who believes they can improve in writing will practice daily, seek feedback, and revise their work. Without that belief, the same student might avoid writing assignments, feel discouraged, and give up after small setbacks. Belief directs effort, focus, and consistency, the key ingredients for long-term success. Many people underestimate how powerful belief is. It affects the choices you make, the risks you take, and the energy you put into every task. When you believe something is possible, you look for ways to make it happen. When you doubt yourself, you look for excuses, avoid challenges, or give up at the first sign of difficulty. Belief doesn't guarantee instant success, but it opens the doors that doubt closes. Belief grows through experience and reflection. Every time you try, fail, and learn, your belief in your ability to improve strengthens. Small wins reinforce your confidence. Every time you solve a problem, learn a new skill, or persist through difficulty, your belief grows stronger. Over time, this builds momentum. People with strong beliefs approach new challenges with confidence, knowing that effort and learning will lead to results. It is also important to notice the influence of others. Belief can be supported or undermined by the people around you. Encouragers, mentors, and positive role models reinforce your belief that you can grow and succeed. Negative voices, those who doubt you, criticize without guidance, or discourage trying, can weaken belief. Surrounding yourself with people who inspire and support growth helps you strengthen your own confidence and mindset. Belief is not blind optimism. It is realistic faith in your ability to learn and improve. It doesn't mean ignoring obstacles or pretending challenges don't exist. Instead, belief allows you to see challenges as solvable, mistakes as learning opportunities, and setbacks as temporary. This mindset keeps your actions focused and persistent, even when results are not immediate. Real-life examples show the power of belief. Thomas Edison famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Each failure did not stop him because he believed that a solution was possible. Oprah Winfrey overcame enormous challenges and setbacks in her career, but her belief in her purpose and potential guided her to success. In every field, belief separates those who try from those who succeed. Even in everyday life, belief matters. When you start a new hobby, approach a tough assignment, or try to learn something unfamiliar, belief fuels your effort. It keeps you trying, experimenting, and adjusting. Belief also affects how you recover from setbacks. Instead of thinking, "I'll never get this right," you think, "I can try again, and I will get better." That mindset is the difference between giving up and achieving growth. Belief also interacts with goal setting. When you set a goal that you truly believe is achievable, you naturally plan, prioritize, and take the steps necessary to reach it. Without belief, even the best plans may never turn into action. Belief bridges the gap between dreaming and doing. It motivates, guides, and sustains your efforts toward meaningful achievements. Even small beliefs matter. Believing that a single study session, practice, or conversation can improve your skills creates momentum. One small success reinforces another. Belief is contagious. It affects how you feel, act, and even how others respond to you. People who consistently act with belief inspire confidence, cooperation, and encouragement from those around them. Ultimately, belief shapes your reality. It determines whether you see obstacles as barriers or opportunities. It drives the effort, persistence, and focus required to turn potential into achievement. The stronger your belief in your ability to learn, grow, and succeed, the more likely you are to achieve your goals. And as you continue this journey, the next chapter will reveal how to overcome self-doubt, showing practical ways to challenge limiting thoughts and build unstoppable confidence. Chapter 3: Overcoming Self-Doubt. Self-doubt is one of the biggest obstacles to success. It sneaks into your mind quietly, making you question your abilities, choices, and potential. You might think, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed." Everyone experiences self-doubt sometimes, but how you respond to it can make all the difference. People who overcome self-doubt do not stop feeling uncertainty. They learn how to move forward, despite it. They turn doubt into a signal to prepare, practice, and improve. Self-doubt often comes from comparing yourself to others. You see someone else achieving or performing well, and you start to question your own abilities. But comparing yourself to others is rarely productive. Each person's journey is unique. Instead of focusing on what others can do, focus on what you can learn and how you can improve. Small, consistent progress builds confidence more than constant comparison. Every step forward, no matter how tiny, is proof that you are capable of growth. One way to fight self-doubt is to recognize it for what it is: a thought, not a fact. Just because your mind says, "I can't do this," doesn't mean it's true. Thoughts can be influenced by fear, past failures, or negative messages from others. By noticing the thought and questioning it, you weaken its power. Ask yourself, is this thought based on evidence or just fear? Often, you will realize that your doubt is exaggerated or false. Acknowledging self-doubt without letting it control your actions is the first step toward overcoming it. Another powerful tool is preparation. The more you practice, learn, and prepare, the less room there is for doubt. When you approach challenges equipped with knowledge and skills, your confidence grows naturally. For example, if you have an important presentation, practicing your speech and understanding your topic thoroughly will reduce anxiety and doubt. Preparation doesn't eliminate challenges, but it gives you a foundation to trust yourself and your ability. Positive self-talk is equally important. The words you use shape your mindset. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try saying, "I am learning and I will improve." Repeating affirmations or statements of growth can gradually shift your thinking. Over time, your mind starts to believe what you consistently tell it. Confidence grows and self-doubt loses its grip. Many people also struggle with fear of failure. They avoid trying new things because they worry about making mistakes. But failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of the process. Every mistake teaches you something new. People who overcome self-doubt embrace failure as a lesson. They ask, "What can I learn from this?" instead of, "Why am I not good enough?" This mindset transforms fear into opportunity. Another strategy is breaking tasks into smaller steps. Big challenges can feel overwhelming and increase doubt. By focusing on small, manageable actions, you build momentum and see progress quickly. Each completed step reinforces your belief that you can succeed. Over time, these small successes accumulate into confidence that carries you through bigger challenges. Support from others can also help combat self-doubt. Mentors, friends, or coaches can provide encouragement, perspective, and constructive feedback. Sometimes hearing someone say, "I believe in you," or "You've got this," can make a huge difference. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and challenge you to grow, rather than those who reinforce your fears or criticize without guidance. It's important to remember that self-doubt does not disappear completely. Even successful people feel it at times. The difference is that they do not let it stop them. They continue taking action, learning, and improving. Even when doubt is present, they develop strategies to manage it, rather than trying to eliminate it entirely. Visualization is another effective tool. Picture yourself succeeding in a task before you even start. Imagine completing the project, performing confidently, or solving the problem. This mental rehearsal strengthens your belief in your ability to succeed. When you combine visualization with preparation and effort, self-doubt loses much of its power. Self-doubt can also be reduced by reflecting on past successes. Think about times you overcame challenges, learned new skills, or achieved goals despite difficulty. Reminding yourself of past victories reinforces your ability to succeed again. Your track record of progress becomes evidence that you are capable, resilient, and adaptable. Challenging negative assumptions about yourself is crucial. Often, self-doubt is fueled by stories we tell ourselves that are not true. Replace thoughts like, "I'm not smart enough," or "I'll never get it right," with realistic, growth-focused alternatives. Statements such as, "I may not have mastered this yet, but I can learn," or "Every mistake teaches me something valuable." Shift your mindset from limitation to possibility. Small actions taken consistently defeat self-doubt more effectively than grand gestures. Daily effort, practice, and incremental improvement gradually build confidence. Each step is a reminder that you are capable of growth and achievement. Over time, these small victories accumulate into the belief that you can handle bigger challenges with skill and resilience. Even when doubts arise, remember that they are temporary and often exaggerated. Your brain is designed to focus on threats and limitations, which is why doubt feels intense. By consciously redirecting your focus to growth, learning, and action, you retrain your mind to notice possibilities instead of barriers. Self-doubt also provides a unique opportunity to examine your goals. When fear or uncertainty arises, ask yourself why this task matters. Connecting effort to purpose strengthens motivation and reduces the impact of doubt. The more meaningful the goal, the more willing you are to push past discomfort and uncertainty. Ultimately, overcoming self-doubt is not about becoming fearless. It is about learning to act despite fear, to trust your ability to improve, and to see mistakes as feedback. When you face challenges with a growth mindset, supported by belief, preparation, and reflection, self-doubt becomes a temporary obstacle rather than a permanent barrier. By practicing these strategies, recognizing negative thoughts, focusing on growth, preparing thoroughly, visualizing success, and taking small, consistent actions, you build confidence that lasts. Each step forward strengthens your ability to tackle the next challenge. Over time, self-doubt loses its power and becomes a guide rather than a roadblock. As you continue this journey, the next chapter will show how taking action consistently, even when you feel uncertain or afraid, is the key to turning goals into achievements. Chapter 4: The Habit of Taking Action. Ideas, plans, and goals are important, but none of them matter without action. Thinking about what you want to achieve or dreaming about a better future is only the first step. Action is what turns potential into reality. People who succeed consistently are not the ones who have the best ideas. They are the ones who act on those ideas. Action is what separates wishing from achieving, thinking from becoming. Taking action can feel uncomfortable at first. It might mean leaving your comfort zone, facing uncertainty, or risking failure. Many people hesitate because they are afraid of making mistakes, looking foolish, or not knowing exactly how things will turn out. But the truth is that waiting for the perfect moment rarely leads to progress. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Action, even imperfect action, creates momentum. The habit of taking action starts with small steps. Large goals often seem overwhelming, which can create fear and procrastination. Breaking goals into manageable tasks allows you to make consistent progress. Each small step builds confidence and skill, reinforcing the habit of acting. Over time, these small actions accumulate into meaningful results. Momentum grows as each effort compounds on the previous one, making it easier to continue moving forward. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Taking action once in a while is not enough. Success comes from doing something regularly, even when motivation is low. Motivation is unpredictable, it comes and goes. Habits, on the other hand, create a reliable structure for progress. When taking action becomes a habit, you move toward your goals automatically, regardless of how you feel on any given day. Action is also a learning tool. Each attempt teaches you something valuable. Mistakes, failures, and unexpected outcomes are not setbacks. They are lessons. People who take action regularly discover what works, what doesn't, and how to improve. Waiting to feel ready or confident before starting often results in lost opportunities. Action provides clarity, experience, and growth in a way that thinking or planning alone cannot. Many people struggle with fear of failure, which can prevent action. They worry about making the wrong decision or looking incompetent. However, failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the process. Every successful person has faced failure repeatedly. The difference is that they did not allow it to stop them. They learned from each mistake and continued moving forward. Action, combined with reflection and adjustment, turns setbacks into progress. A practical way to build the habit of action is to set daily intentions. Decide on 1 or 2 meaningful tasks each day and commit to completing them. Small, deliberate actions reinforce the mindset that you are capable and proactive. Each completed task strengthens your confidence, builds momentum, and reinforces the habit of acting. Over time, this habit becomes automatic, and your results begin to reflect your consistent effort. Procrastination often disguises itself as planning. People spend so much time thinking, organizing, and preparing that they never start. While planning is necessary, it should not replace action. Even a rough or imperfect start is better than none. Progress comes from trying, adjusting, and learning along the way. Each action provides feedback that allows you to improve faster than endless preparation ever could. Taking action also builds courage. Every time you try something difficult, face uncertainty, or attempt a challenge, you strengthen your confidence. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is taking steps despite fear. As you act repeatedly, fear becomes less powerful and your confidence grows. Small actions become proof that you are capable, resilient, and able to handle challenges. Another key is accountability. Sharing your goals or actions with someone else creates a sense of responsibility. When you know someone is observing your effort, you are more likely to follow through. Accountability partners, mentors, or supportive friends can provide motivation, encouragement, and guidance. This support strengthens the habit of action and helps you stay consistent even when obstacles arise. Sometimes the biggest barrier to action is overthinking. People get stuck analyzing every possible outcome, worrying about what could go wrong, or imagining scenarios that may never happen. Overthinking delays or prevents action entirely. The solution is to focus on the next tangible step. Ask yourself, what can I do right now that moves me forward? Focusing on the immediate action reduces anxiety and creates a habit of progress. Action also fuels learning and improvement. The more you do, the more you understand what works, what doesn't, and how to adjust. Trying, failing, and refining your approach accelerates growth far more than thinking about what you might do. Action is feedback in motion. It tells you what to repeat, what to improve, and how to move forward. Habits of action are contagious. When you consistently take initiative, you influence others to do the same. Teams, families, and communities respond positively to people who act rather than wait. Your behavior sets an example and creates an environment where progress and improvement become the norm. Even small, seemingly insignificant actions matter. Reading a chapter, writing a paragraph, making a phone call, or practicing a skill for a few minutes each day all accumulate. Small steps compound into large achievements over time. Action is the engine that drives growth, learning, and success. Ultimately, the habit of taking action transforms dreams into reality. Ideas, plans, and intentions only have power when you follow through. Every small step reinforces your ability to move forward, strengthens your confidence, and teaches you lessons that accelerate your progress. Consistent action builds momentum, resilience, and results. And as you continue this journey, the next chapter will explore resilience, how to turn setbacks and failures into fuel for progress, showing why persistence is more powerful than talent alone. Chapter 5. Resilience, turning failure into fuel. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of it. Every person who has achieved something meaningful has faced setbacks, disappointments, and moments when things did not go as planned. The difference between those who give up and those who continue is resilience. Resilience is the ability to keep moving forward despite challenges, mistakes, or obstacles. It is what turns failure into a tool for growth rather than a roadblock to achievement. Resilient people view difficulties differently. Instead of thinking, "This is impossible," they ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every failure contains information. Every setback reveals what works, what doesn't, and what needs adjustment. By approaching failure as feedback, resilient individuals gain insight that can improve their skills, strategies, and decision-making. This mindset transforms challenges into opportunities for improvement. Many people fear failure because it feels personal. They believe that failing reflects their ability or worth. But resilience requires separating effort and results from personal value. Making mistakes does not mean you are incapable. It means you are learning. The more quickly you can internalize this idea, the more effectively you can recover and keep trying. Resilient people focus on what they can control: effort, preparation, and learning, rather than worrying about external outcomes beyond their influence. Resilience also involves patience. Change and growth do not happen overnight. Setbacks may appear discouraging, but persistence over time creates progress. People who succeed understand that failure is temporary and part of a longer journey. They do not measure themselves by a single mistake or defeat. Instead, they measure themselves by their ability to keep going, to learn, and to adapt. Every attempt builds strength and skill. A practical way to develop resilience is to reflect on past successes and challenges. Think about a time when something went wrong, but you managed to recover and eventually succeed. What did you learn? How did you adapt? Remembering past achievements reinforces the belief that you can overcome difficulties in the future. Resilience is strengthened each time you survive and learn from adversity. Setbacks often feel discouraging because they interrupt progress. People may stop trying because the effort seems wasted. But every effort, even if it does not lead to immediate success, contributes to growth. Trying, failing, and adjusting builds experience, knowledge, and confidence. Resilient individuals recognize that short-term failure is a small price to pay for long-term achievement. Another key to resilience is mindset. People who believe that they can grow, learn, and improve are more likely to persist in the face of failure. They do not see mistakes as permanent or defining. They see them as temporary and instructive. The growth mindset, which you have already explored, is closely linked to resilience. Believing that improvement is possible fuels persistence and prevents discouragement from taking hold. Support networks also strengthen resilience. Encouragement from friends, mentors, or colleagues can provide perspective, guidance, and motivation. Resilient people reach out for help when needed and surround themselves with those who reinforce their determination rather than those who amplify doubt or negativity. Community can make the difference between giving up and finding the strength to continue. Visualization can help maintain resilience in difficult moments. Picture yourself overcoming the obstacle, recovering from the mistake, and achieving your goal. Imagining the steps to recovery and success can increase confidence and reduce anxiety. When you pair visualization with practical effort, setbacks feel less overwhelming, and you remain motivated to continue. Resilience also requires adaptability. Sometimes the original plan will not work, and you must adjust your approach. Stubbornly sticking to a method that fails repeatedly only prolongs frustration. Resilient people are flexible. They experiment, analyze results, and pivot when necessary. Adapting does not mean giving up. It means learning faster and moving forward more effectively. Emotional regulation plays a role in resilience. Strong emotions like frustration, fear, or disappointment can cloud judgment and decision-making. Resilient individuals recognize these emotions, allow themselves to feel them, and then refocus on solutions. Managing emotions helps maintain clarity and prevents temporary setbacks from derailing long-term goals. Resilient people also cultivate optimism. Optimism is not blind hope. It is the expectation that effort and persistence can lead to positive outcomes. Optimism fuels motivation, encourages creative problem-solving, and supports the mental stamina required to keep moving forward. Even in the face of repeated setbacks, believing that the next attempt can succeed makes continuing worthwhile. Resilience grows through experience. Each failure, challenge, and difficulty adds to your capacity to handle future obstacles. Facing and overcoming adversity builds confidence, skill, and knowledge. The lessons learned in failure often prepare you for greater success than you could have achieved without those challenges. In practical terms, building resilience requires daily practice. Taking on challenges, experimenting with new approaches, and reflecting on results all strengthen your ability to persist. Avoiding difficulties may feel easier, but it prevents growth. Every deliberate effort, no matter how small, reinforces the habit of bouncing back and learning from experience. Real-life examples illustrate resilience vividly. Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His persistence, guided by belief and curiosity, eventually created one of the most important inventions in history. Athletes, writers, entrepreneurs, and leaders all share stories of failure, followed by perseverance. Their success is rarely a straight line. It is the result of repeated effort, adaptation, and resilience. Even everyday life offers opportunities to practice resilience. When you struggle with school assignments, face conflicts with friends, or encounter setbacks in personal projects, your response shapes your future growth. Choosing to learn, adjust, and try again strengthens your skills, confidence, and determination. Over time, resilience becomes a natural habit, allowing you to handle increasingly complex challenges with confidence. Ultimately, resilience transforms failure into fuel. Every mistake, obstacle, or disappointment becomes an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. The more you practice resilience, the stronger your ability to overcome future challenges becomes. Resilient people do not fear failure. They use it as a guide, a teacher, and a catalyst for growth. And as you continue this journey, the next chapter will explore focus and consistency, showing how concentrating your effort and maintaining steady action can accelerate progress and turn ambition into achievement. Chapter 6: Focus and Consistency. Focus is the ability to direct your attention toward what matters most. It is easy to get distracted by the noise of daily life, social media, or competing priorities. Without focus, even the best plans and intentions lose power. Focus allows you to concentrate your energy, thoughts and effort on the tasks that truly contribute to your growth and goals. Consistency is what keeps that focus productive over time. Together, focus and consistency form the foundation of lasting achievement. Many people struggle with maintaining focus. The mind tends to wander, and distractions constantly compete for attention. One moment you are working toward a goal, and the next, your attention is pulled in a completely different direction. The result is frustration, unfinished tasks, and slow progress. Developing focus requires intentional practice. Start by eliminating unnecessary distractions, creating clear priorities, and giving yourself dedicated time to work on what matters most. Consistency is the secret ingredient that turns small actions into significant results. Occasional bursts of effort can produce temporary success, but lasting achievement comes from regular, repeated action. Consistency builds momentum, reinforces habits, and strengthens skills over time. Think about a student who practices piano for 30 minutes every day versus someone who practices for 3 hours once a week. The daily learner progresses steadily, while the occasional effort lacks continuity and depth. Focus and consistency are closely connected. Even consistent action loses value if it is scattered or unfocused. When you concentrate on meaningful tasks and repeat them regularly, you create real progress. Each focused effort compounds on the last, building skill, confidence, and results. Conversely, unfocused or inconsistent effort often leads to frustration, wasted time, and a sense of stagnation. One way to improve focus is to set clear, specific goals. Vague intentions, like "I want to be better at math," make it difficult to channel energy effectively. Specific goals, such as "I will complete 5 practice problems each day," give direction and clarity. When your goals are clear, it is easier to focus on what needs to be done, and every action becomes purposeful. Consistency also thrives on routine. Establishing daily or weekly habits reduces decision fatigue and ensures that important actions happen automatically. Simple routines, like dedicating a set time to study, exercise, or practice a skill, reinforce steady progress. Habits reduce reliance on motivation, which fluctuates, and create a reliable structure for long-term success. Focus requires resisting temptation. Every day, there are distractions, notifications, messages, social media, or irrelevant tasks. The ability to pause, recognize what is important, and redirect attention toward meaningful work is a skill that strengthens over time. People who can focus consistently tend to accomplish more with less stress than those who react to every distraction. Consistency is also about persistence. There will be days when effort feels difficult or progress seems slow. Maintaining the habit of showing up, even when results are not immediately visible, builds trust in yourself. Every small, consistent action reinforces the belief that you can rely on your own effort to produce outcomes. Over time, this trust fuels further focus and motivation. Focus and consistency are especially important when tackling large goals. Ambitious projects can feel overwhelming, but breaking them into manageable tasks and working steadily prevents burnout and maintains progress. A writer who commits to writing 500 words every day eventually completes a book. A student who studies a little each day gradually masters a subject. Momentum grows when focused. Consistent effort accumulates. Mindfulness can also enhance focus. Being fully present in each task, paying attention to details, and avoiding multitasking improves efficiency and learning. Multitasking often reduces productivity and comprehension. By training your mind to stay engaged with one task at a time, you strengthen focus and improve outcomes. Consistency is reinforced by tracking progress. Recording achievements, even small ones, provides feedback and motivation. Seeing tangible evidence of improvement encourages continued effort. Reflection on past accomplishments highlights the benefits of steady work and demonstrates how small, consistent actions accumulate into significant results over time. Focus also guides decision-making. When priorities are clear, choices about how to spend time, energy, and resources become simpler. People who maintain focus make fewer impulsive decisions and spend more energy on tasks that truly matter. Each decision, aligned with goals and values, strengthens consistency and reinforces progress. Another factor is resilience. Maintaining focus and consistency is not always easy. Setbacks, distractions, and fatigue can interrupt progress. Resilient individuals recognize these challenges, adapt strategies, and recommit to their routines. Focus and consistency are habits that grow stronger through practice, adjustment, and perseverance. Even small, repeated actions matter. Daily reading, practicing, planning, or reviewing lessons may seem minor, but when performed consistently, they lead to mastery. Focused, consistent effort is like compounding interest. It multiplies results over time, turning small actions into major achievements. Focus and consistency also influence confidence. As you see tangible progress from your steady efforts, you begin to trust your ability to achieve goals. Confidence grows from repeated success, reinforcing both focus and persistence. Momentum builds as each focused action demonstrates your capability and strengthens your belief in improvement. Ultimately, focus and consistency are habits that transform potential into achievement. Ideas, plans, and intentions become meaningful only when acted upon regularly and with attention. Developing these habits allows you to navigate challenges efficiently, maintain progress during obstacles, and steadily work toward long-term goals. And as you continue this journey, the next chapter will explore the people you surround yourself with, showing how relationships, influence, and support can accelerate your growth and success. Chapter 7. The people you surround yourself with. The people around you have a powerful effect on your thoughts, habits, and actions. Your friends, mentors, family, and colleagues influence the way you see yourself, the choices you make, and the effort you put into your goals. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive, and growth-minded people can accelerate your progress, while negative or discouraging influences can hold you back. Every relationship carries influence. People who believe in your potential encourage you to try harder, take risks, and keep going when things get tough. Their optimism and guidance reinforce your own confidence. On the other hand, individuals who constantly criticize, doubt, or focus on limitations can undermine your belief in yourself. Choosing carefully who you spend time with is as important as choosing what you spend your time on. Supportive people do more than offer encouragement. They model behaviors that lead to success. Observing someone who practices discipline, persistence, and resilience teaches you these habits without a single word. Their example creates a standard for your own effort and growth. In this way, influence is both subtle and powerful. Mentors play a special role in personal growth. A mentor shares knowledge, offers feedback, and provides perspective from experience. They help you navigate challenges more efficiently, avoid common mistakes, and expand your vision of what is possible. Mentors do not solve your problems for you. They guide you to find solutions and encourage you to develop skills and confidence along the way. Positive peers also contribute to growth by creating an environment of accountability. When your friends, classmates, or colleagues take their goals seriously, you are more likely to follow suit. Sharing goals, progress, and challenges with others builds motivation and keeps you committed. Accountability encourages consistent action, reinforces habits, and strengthens resilience. It is equally important to recognize negative influences. People who focus on fear, limitations, or excuses can infect your mindset. They may tell you, "That's impossible," or "You're not ready," even when you are capable. While it is natural to encounter negativity, repeatedly engaging with it can erode confidence and slow progress. Protecting your mental space from these influences is essential for growth. Surrounding yourself with growth-minded individuals fosters curiosity and learning. Conversations with people who are committed to improvement often introduce new ideas, strategies, and perspectives. They challenge you to think differently try new approaches, and question assumptions. This exposure expands your understanding, inspires innovation, and strengthens problem-solving skills. The influence of your environment goes beyond direct interaction. Observing how people approach challenges, handle setbacks, and celebrate progress can shape your own behavior. Environments that reward effort, persistence, and learning encourage you to adopt similar habits. Conversely, environments that tolerate passivity, excuses, or negativity reinforce stagnation. Being intentional about where and with whom you spend time matters greatly. Even casual connections can make a difference. Conversations, shared activities, and collaborative projects create opportunities to learn, practice skills, and receive feedback. These interactions accumulate, creating networks of support, inspiration, and opportunity that propel you forward. Building meaningful relationships is an investment in both personal and professional growth. It is also important to give as well as receive support. Helping others, sharing knowledge, and offering encouragement strengthens relationships and reinforces your own growth mindset. Positive influence works both ways. The more you contribute to others' development, the more your own skills, confidence, and perspective expand. Networking strategically can open doors. Connecting with people who have experience, knowledge, or insight in areas you want to grow allows you to access opportunities that might otherwise be out of reach. The people you surround yourself with can introduce you to new skills, ideas, and resources that accelerate your progress. Sometimes, distancing yourself from unproductive influences is necessary. This may mean spending less time with negative peers, avoiding toxic environments, or limiting exposure to discouraging messages. Removing these influences does not mean isolation. It creates space for growth, focus, and alignment with people who support your journey. Even family can influence your mindset and habits. Encouraging family members can reinforce confidence and perseverance. When families support learning, curiosity, and effort, individuals are more likely to embrace growth and pursue meaningful goals. On the other hand, overly critical or dismissive family dynamics can make it harder to develop resilience and belief in yourself. Positive influence can be amplified through community involvement. Joining clubs, teams, volunteer organizations, or online groups that share your interests or values exposes you to people who inspire, challenge, and guide you. Being part of a community reinforces your goals, provides accountability, and connects you with like-minded individuals who encourage consistent effort. It is also important to be selective about who you emulate. Role models and influencers have a strong effect on your habits, attitudes, and choices. Identify people who demonstrate the qualities you want to develop: discipline, persistence, resilience, creativity, and observe how they act. Emulate their behaviors, adapt them to your life, and learn from their successes and failures. Relationships can shape your mindset subtly. Listening to someone's stories, observing their problem-solving strategies, or hearing their encouragement can slowly shift your beliefs and confidence. Positive influence reinforces the idea that growth, improvement, and achievement are possible. Surrounding yourself with people who model these behaviors increases the likelihood that you will adopt them yourself. Even when you are self-motivated, the people you spend time with matter. Motivation fluctuates, but supportive relationships provide consistency. They remind you of your goals, encourage persistence, and offer perspective when you face setbacks. They celebrate progress, help you learn from mistakes, and inspire continuous effort. Ultimately, the people you surround yourself with either accelerate your growth or hold you back. Being intentional about relationships, seeking mentors, connecting with peers who challenge and support you, and limiting exposure to negativity are key strategies for success. The influence of others amplifies your effort, strengthens your mindset, and opens doors to opportunities that might otherwise remain closed. And as you continue this journey, the next chapter will explore how to set effective goals, showing practical ways to define, plan, and achieve what matters most in life. Chapter 8. Setting effective goals. Goals give direction to your efforts. Without clear goals, it is easy to drift. lose focus, and waste time on tasks that do not matter. Effective goals are not just dreams or wishes, they are specific, actionable, and measurable. They provide a roadmap for where you want to go and a way to track progress along the journey. Setting goals effectively transforms ambition into achievement. The first step in goal setting is clarity. Vague intentions, like "I want to be better," are not enough. Specificity matters. For example, instead of saying, "I want to read more," a clear goal would be, "I will read for 30 minutes every day." Clear goals allow you to focus your energy and measure progress. They give your actions purpose and direction. Another important aspect of goal setting is breaking larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming and discourage action. By dividing them into smaller milestones, you create a sense of progress and maintain motivation. Each completed step becomes a building block, reinforcing your belief in your ability to succeed and making the larger goal feel achievable. Goals should also be realistic, yet challenging. A goal that is too easy does not inspire growth, while a goal that feels impossible can lead to frustration and discouragement. The sweet spot lies in goals that push you beyond your comfort zone, requiring effort, persistence, and learning. These are the goals that drive meaningful progress. Writing down your goals increases accountability and commitment. When goals exist only in your mind, it is easy to forget or ignore them. Writing them down makes them tangible and gives you something to reference regularly. Reviewing written goals helps maintain focus, track progress, and adjust actions when needed. It turns intention into commitment. Timeframes add structure to goal setting. Deadlines create urgency and encourage consistent action. Open-ended goals often lead to procrastination. By setting realistic timelines, you create checkpoints to assess progress and make adjustments. This approach ensures that you maintain momentum and continue moving forward steadily. Visualization enhances goal achievement. When you picture yourself reaching a goal, your brain begins to imagine the steps, actions, and behaviors necessary to succeed. Visualization increases confidence, clarifies the path forward, and reinforces your commitment. Pairing visualization with concrete action amplifies your chances of success. Effective goals are also flexible. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances can change. Being able to adapt your goals while maintaining focus ensures continued progress. Flexibility does not mean giving up. It means adjusting your plan intelligently, learning from obstacles, and finding alternative paths to achieve the desired outcome. Tracking progress is key. Regularly assessing your actions and results provides feedback on what works and what needs improvement. Monitoring progress allows you to celebrate small victories, stay motivated, and maintain focus on the larger goal. Progress, no matter how incremental, reinforces effort and strengthens confidence. Accountability can further enhance goal achievement. Sharing your goals with someone who supports you creates external motivation. Mentors, friends, or colleagues can provide feedback, encouragement, and guidance. Accountability ensures that you remain committed, especially when motivation wanes or obstacles arise. Motivation alone is not enough to achieve goals. Motivation fluctuates, but habits, systems, and consistent action sustain progress over time. Goals work best when paired with daily routines and small steps that reinforce forward movement. Consistency turns effort into results, even when inspiration is low. It is also important to set goals across different areas of life: personal development, education, health, relationships, and career. Balanced goals ensure holistic growth and prevent neglecting essential aspects of life. Focusing only on one area can lead to imbalance, burnout, or missed opportunities for development in other important domains. Self-reflection enhances goal effectiveness. Periodically reviewing your goals allows you to assess alignment with values, adjust strategies, and clarify priorities, Reflection ensures that your efforts are purposeful and aligned with long-term vision. Learning from setbacks and celebrating progress are both essential parts of this process. Goal setting also involves preparing for obstacles. Challenges are inevitable, but anticipating them reduces discouragement when they arise. Resilient planning includes thinking ahead about potential difficulties and how to overcome them. This preparation reinforces confidence, maintains momentum, and supports persistence in the face of setbacks. Writing action plans complements goal setting. Goals define what you want to achieve. Action plans define how you will achieve it. Planning specific steps, resources, and timelines creates a clear path forward. Without action plans, even the best goals may remain unfulfilled. Combining clarity, steps, and deadlines ensures measurable and achievable outcomes. Celebrating progress strengthens motivation. Recognizing milestones, no matter how small, reinforces the habit of effort and builds confidence. Progress signals that your actions are effective and encourages continued commitment. Celebrating achievements reinforces both belief in yourself and enjoyment of the process. Goals also benefit from periodic adjustment. As you grow, learn, and gain experience, your priorities and capabilities may change. Revising goals ensures continued relevance and maintains challenge and engagement. Flexibility within structure supports sustainable growth and prevents stagnation. Ultimately, effective goal setting is about clarity, action, consistency, and reflection. Goals turn intention into results by providing direction, structure, and accountability. They guide your decisions, motivate daily effort, and ensure that energy is applied to what truly matters. Goals bridge the gap between dreams and reality, transforming ambition into tangible achievements. And as you continue this journey, the next chapter will explore time management, showing practical ways to organize your day, prioritize tasks, and maximize your productivity for sustained success. Chapter 9: Time Management. Time is the one resource that cannot be replaced, bought, or extended. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, yet some people accomplish far more than others. The difference lies in how they manage their time. Effective time management is the ability to prioritize, plan, and use your hours wisely so that you can achieve your goals, reduce stress, and maintain balance in life. Many people struggle with time management because they react to whatever seems urgent rather than focusing on what is important. Urgent tasks often grab attention, even if they do not contribute meaningfully to long-term goals. Learning to distinguish between urgent and important tasks allows you to focus on actions that create real progress. Prioritization is the foundation of effective time management. Planning is essential. Without a clear plan, hours can slip away unnoticed, leaving important tasks incomplete. Daily, weekly, and monthly plans provide structure and clarity. Writing down tasks, deadlines, and priorities ensures that nothing important is forgotten. Planning also helps reduce stress, as it gives you control over your schedule instead of letting events control you. Break tasks into manageable chunks. Large projects can feel overwhelming and lead to procrastination. By dividing a big task into smaller steps, you make it approachable and create opportunities to celebrate progress along the way. Completing small actions consistently builds momentum and ensures that you move steadily toward your goals. Time blocking is a powerful technique. Allocate specific blocks of time to different tasks or activities, focusing on one thing at a time. During these blocks, minimize distractions and commit fully to the task. Concentrated effort within structured time periods increases productivity and efficiency. Time blocking also helps balance work, learning, rest, and personal time, creating a sustainable routine. Avoid multitasking. While it may seem efficient, multitasking often reduces focus and productivity. Shifting attention between tasks slows progress and increases errors. Focusing on a single task at a time improves quality, reduces stress, and ensures that your efforts are meaningful. Prioritizing depth over breadth allows you to accomplish more in less time. Set deadlines for yourself. Open-ended tasks tend to drag on or get delayed. Deadlines create urgency, focus, and accountability. They motivate action and prevent unnecessary procrastination. Even self-imposed deadlines, if treated seriously, can improve discipline and productivity. Deadlines help you measure progress and maintain momentum. Learn to say no. Time is limited, and every commitment comes at the expense of something else. Being selective about what you agree to ensures that your energy goes toward high-priority tasks. Saying no to distractions, low-value activities, or excessive obligations protects your schedule and strengthens focus. Prioritization requires the courage to decline what does not align with your goals. Productivity tools can help. Calendars, to-do lists, reminders, and apps for focus or habit tracking provide structure and organization. Tools themselves do not guarantee results, but they assist in implementing plans, tracking progress, and maintaining consistency. Using tools wisely allows you to manage your time without becoming overwhelmed by details. Regular reflection improves time management. At the end of each day or week, review what was accomplished, what was delayed, and what can be improved. Reflection highlights patterns of distraction, ineffective habits, or misallocated effort. Learning from these insights enables better planning, prioritization, and decision-making in the future. Energy management is as important as time management. Understanding your natural rhythms helps you schedule high-focus tasks when your energy is highest. Some people work best in the morning, others in the afternoon or evening. Aligning tasks with energy levels increases efficiency, reduces fatigue, and enhances performance. Batching similar tasks also saves time. Grouping activities, such as responding to emails, making phone calls, or reviewing notes, reduces switching costs and improves efficiency. Batching allows focus to remain on a single type of activity, increasing speed and effectiveness. Small adjustments like this accumulate into significant time savings over weeks and months. Avoid perfectionism. Spending excessive time trying to make something flawless often delays completion and drains energy. Focus on progress, learning, and refinement. Action with improvement over time is more valuable than delayed perfection. Completing tasks efficiently creates momentum and allows you to move on to the next priority. Breaks are essential for productivity. Continuous work without rest reduces focus, creativity, and efficiency. Short breaks restore energy, improve mental clarity, and sustain long-term performance. Techniques like the Pomodoro method, working in focused intervals, followed by brief breaks, enhance concentration and output. Managing time wisely includes managing rest. Delegation is another critical skill. You cannot do everything alone. Assigning tasks to others when possible allows you to focus on what matters most. Delegation requires trust, communication, and clarity, but can dramatically improve efficiency and free time for high-value work. Recognizing tasks that can be delegated is part of effective time management. Avoid time wasters. Activities such as excessive social media scrolling, idle browsing, or unnecessary meetings consume hours that could be spent on meaningful work. Identifying and minimizing these time wasters increases productive hours and creates space for personal growth, learning, and focused effort. Being mindful of how time is spent ensures that priorities are addressed first. Consistency reinforces time management. Using planning, prioritization, and focus every day builds habits that create long-term efficiency. Time management is not a one-time effort. It is a daily practice. The more consistently you apply techniques, the easier it becomes to maintain productivity, achieve goals, and balance responsibilities. Ultimately, time management is about intentionality. Every choice about how to spend your hours shapes your progress and outcomes. By prioritizing what matters, planning effectively, focusing on tasks, avoiding distractions, and reflecting regularly, you take control of your day and your life. Time management transforms effort into results, ensuring that your ambitions become tangible achievements. And as you continue this journey, The next chapter will explore financial literacy, showing how understanding money, budgeting, and investing contributes to long-term success and freedom. Chapter 10. Financial literacy. Financial literacy is the ability to understand, manage, and make decisions about money. Money is more than currency. It is a tool that can help you achieve goals, create security, and open opportunities. Without financial knowledge, even high earnings can be wasted. While informed decisions can grow wealth steadily over time, learning to manage money effectively is an essential skill for personal and professional success. The first step in financial literacy is understanding income and expenses. Income is the money you earn, while expenses are the money you spend. Keeping track of both allows you to see where your money goes and make informed choices. People who monitor their finances can identify areas to save, invest, or spend more strategically. Without awareness, money slips away unnoticed, and opportunities for growth are lost. Budgeting is a key practice. A budget is a plan for how to allocate your income toward needs, savings, and discretionary spending. Budgeting ensures that you live within your means, reduce waste, and prioritize financial goals. It also provides a sense of control and reduces stress. By committing to a budget, you make intentional decisions instead of reacting impulsively to financial pressures. Saving is another essential habit. Setting aside a portion of income regularly builds financial security and prepares you for unexpected expenses. Even small amounts, saved consistently, grow over time through the power of compounding. Saving is not just about accumulating money, it is about creating options and freedom for future opportunities. Investing allows your money to grow beyond what saving alone can achieve. Investments such as stocks, bonds, or mutual funds have the potential to increase wealth over time. While investing carries risks, informed decisions and long-term strategies often lead to significant growth. Understanding the basics of investing empowers you to make money work for you rather than only relying on earned income. Debt management is critical. Not all debt is harmful, but uncontrolled or high-interest debt can hinder financial growth. Understanding the difference between productive debt, such as a loan for education or a business, and harmful debt, like high-interest credit card balances, allows you to make strategic choices. Paying off unnecessary debt quickly reduces stress and frees resources for saving and investing. Financial literacy also includes understanding the value of compound interest. Money invested or saved grows not only through initial contributions, but also through interest earned over time. The earlier you start saving and investing, the greater the impact of compounding. Even small, consistent contributions can grow significantly over years, highlighting the importance of starting early and staying disciplined. Spending wisely is part of financial literacy. Distinguishing between needs and wants helps prioritize resources effectively. Impulse purchases and unnecessary expenses can accumulate and reduce the ability to invest in meaningful goals. Mindful spending ensures that money is used strategically to support growth, security, and long-term achievement. Emergency funds are essential. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected expenses, such as medical bills, car repairs, or job loss, can arise. An emergency fund provides a financial safety net, reducing stress and preventing the need for high-interest borrowing. Ideally, this fund covers several months of essential expenses and is easily accessible when needed. Financial literacy also involves understanding income streams. Relying on a single source of income can be risky. Exploring multiple streams, such as side projects, freelance work, investments, or entrepreneurial ventures, increases security and opportunity. Diversifying income reduces dependency on a single source and creates more financial flexibility. Planning for the future is a major aspect of financial literacy. Long-term goals, such as buying a home, funding education, or retirement, require foresight, discipline, and strategy. Establishing clear objectives and taking incremental steps ensures that financial growth aligns with personal goals. Planning ahead prevents crises and allows time for adjustments as circumstances change. Taxes are another important topic. Understanding how income, investments, and purchases are taxed helps you make informed financial decisions. Being aware of deductions, credits, and obligations ensures compliance and can reduce unnecessary spending. Knowledge of taxes is a tool that prevents surprises and supports long-term financial planning. Financial education includes learning about risk and insurance. Insurance protects against losses from accidents, health issues, or property damage. Evaluating different insurance types and choosing coverage based on needs provides security. Understanding risk management ensures that setbacks do not derail financial stability. Budgeting, saving, investing, managing debt, planning for emergencies, and understanding taxes are all interconnected. Financial literacy is not about making money quickly. It is about making informed, intentional decisions that build stability and create opportunities for growth. Each decision compounds over time, affecting future financial health. Mindset matters too. People who approach money with discipline, patience, and a focus on long-term goals are more likely to succeed. Impulsive spending, fear-driven decisions, or reliance on luck rarely lead to lasting financial security. A growth-focused, educated approach to money ensures consistent progress and reduces unnecessary stress. Even basic habits make a difference. Tracking spending, reviewing bank statements, and setting simple saving targets create awareness and reinforce control. Small, consistent actions accumulate, making financial literacy practical, manageable, and effective. Over time, these habits create confidence and independence in financial decision-making. Financial literacy also empowers choices beyond personal gain. Being knowledgeable about money allows you to support others, contribute to communities, and make meaningful investments in education, business, or causes. Money becomes a tool for creating impact, not just meeting immediate needs. Ultimately, financial literacy is about control, security, and growth. Understanding income, expenses, saving, investing, debt, and planning equips you to make intentional choices. Financial knowledge allows you to maximize opportunities, reduce risk, and achieve goals more efficiently. With financial literacy, money becomes a tool to support your vision rather than a source of stress or limitation. And as you continue this journey, the next chapter will explore personal branding and influence, showing how presenting yourself effectively and building credibility can amplify your impact and open new doors for success. Chapter 11. Personal branding and influence. Personal branding is the way you present yourself to the world. It is not just about what you say, but also about your actions, habits, reputation, and the impression you leave on others. Your personal brand influences how people perceive your abilities, credibility, and potential. A strong, positive personal brand opens doors, creates opportunities, and amplifies your influence in both personal and professional life. Your personal brand begins with self-awareness. Understanding your strengths, values, and unique qualities allows you to present yourself authentically. Authenticity builds trust, which is essential for influence. People are drawn to individuals who are genuine and consistent in their actions and communication. Knowing yourself is the first step toward creating a brand that reflects who you are and what you stand for. Consistency is key to personal branding. How you behave, communicate, and make decisions should align with the image you want to project. Inconsistent actions or messages can create confusion and reduce trust. By being consistent, you demonstrate reliability, integrity, and professionalism, which strengthens your reputation over time. Influence grows through expertise. Demonstrating knowledge, skill, and competence in your field builds credibility. People are more likely to follow, listen to, and trust individuals who have proven ability and understanding. Continuous learning and improvement not only enhance your personal brand, but also expand the impact you can have on others. Communication matters. How you speak, write, and present ideas contributes to your personal brand. Clear, confident, and respectful communication builds authority and demonstrates professionalism. Listening is equally important. Understanding others' needs, perspectives, and feedback strengthens relationships and enhances influence. Networking amplifies your personal brand. The people you connect with extend your reach and credibility. Building relationships with mentors, peers, and colleagues creates opportunities for collaboration, learning, and visibility. Every interaction is part of your personal brand, so positive, constructive engagement is essential. Online presence is increasingly important. Social media profiles, professional websites, and digital portfolios reflect your skills, values, and achievements. Thoughtful curation of online content allows you to showcase expertise, share insights, and connect with like-minded individuals. A strong digital presence complements real-world reputation and increases opportunities for influence. Personal branding also involves reliability and trustworthiness. People are drawn to those who honor commitments, demonstrate integrity, and act ethically. Reputation grows over time through repeated demonstrations of honesty and responsibility. Influence is strengthened when people know they can count on you to follow through. Impactful personal branding requires visibility. You must ensure that your skills, accomplishments, and values are recognized. This does not mean boasting or exaggerating. It means sharing results, contributing to discussions, and demonstrating competence. Visibility allows others to see your potential, creating opportunities for growth and collaboration. Influence is closely tied to value. The more value you provide to others, the greater your ability to influence decisions, opinions, and actions. Helping, teaching, mentoring, or providing solutions increases your credibility and strengthens your personal brand. Influence grows when others see that your presence benefits them. Adaptability enhances personal branding. As industries, communities, and technologies evolve, being flexible and willing to learn ensures that your brand remains relevant. Adapting to change while maintaining core values demonstrates resilience, foresight, and strategic thinking, all traits that strengthen influence. Personal branding is also about authenticity and challenges. How you respond to setbacks, criticism, or failure shapes perception. Resilient, thoughtful responses reinforce credibility, while reactive or dishonest behavior can weaken influence. Handling challenges with grace and learning from them strengthens your brand over time. Mentorship and giving back enhance influence. By supporting others, sharing knowledge, and helping people grow, you create a positive reputation and expand your network. Influence is amplified when your actions reflect generosity, guidance, and support, building trust and goodwill in both personal and professional spheres. Feedback is a powerful tool for personal branding. Actively seeking input, reflecting on it, and making improvements demonstrates humility and commitment to growth. People respect individuals who are willing to learn and evolve, strengthening both credibility and influence. Personal branding also includes appearance and presentation. Professional attire, grooming, and body language all contribute to perception. These elements are not superficial, they signal respect for oneself and others, reinforcing credibility and trustworthiness. Aligning appearance with values and context strengthens your overall brand. Storytelling is a valuable skill. Sharing experiences, lessons, and insights engages others and communicates your values and expertise. Stories make your personal brand memorable and relatable. Effective storytelling creates connection, builds rapport, and enhances your ability to influence. Ultimately, personal branding and influence are built through consistent actions, authenticity, competence, communication, and contribution. A strong personal brand increases opportunities, strengthens relationships, and amplifies impact. Influence is not about control. It is about guiding, inspiring, and creating value for others. And as you continue this journey, the next chapter will explore the power of lifelong learning, showing how curiosity, continuous growth, and adaptability ensure sustained success in an ever-changing world. Chapter 12. The Power of Lifelong Learning. Lifelong learning is the continuous pursuit of knowledge, skills, and personal growth throughout your life. It is the habit of staying curious, seeking new experiences, and improving yourself consistently. People who embrace lifelong learning adapt more easily, innovate faster, and achieve greater success than those who stop learning after formal education ends. The world is constantly changing. Technology evolves, industries shift, and new information emerges every day. Lifelong learners thrive in this environment because they remain flexible and informed. By continuously updating skills and knowledge, they stay relevant and capable, ready to seize new opportunities as they arise. Curiosity is at the heart of lifelong learning. Asking questions, exploring ideas, and seeking understanding drives personal and professional growth. Curiosity fuels engagement and makes learning enjoyable rather than a chore. When you are curious, learning becomes a natural habit, motivating you to discover, experiment, and improve consistently. Reading is a fundamental tool for lifelong learning. Books, articles, journals, and online resources provide access to ideas, perspectives, and strategies that you might not encounter in daily life. Reading widely exposes you to new concepts, expands vocabulary, and sharpens critical thinking skills. Even a small daily reading habit compounds over time, creating significant knowledge and insight. Experience is also a teacher. Trying new activities, taking on challenges, and experimenting with different approaches allow you to learn in real-world contexts. Mistakes, setbacks, and failures provide lessons that theory alone cannot offer. Lifelong learners treat experience as an opportunity to grow, reflecting on successes and failures to improve continuously. Mentorship accelerates learning. Learning from those with more experience or specialized knowledge provides guidance, insight, and shortcuts to mastery. Mentors share lessons learned from their own successes and failures, helping you avoid unnecessary mistakes and build confidence. Lifelong learners seek mentors actively, recognizing the value of guidance along their journey. Technology expands access to learning. Online courses, tutorials, podcasts, and interactive platforms make education more accessible than ever. You can learn skills, languages, or concepts from anywhere in the world at your own pace. Leveraging technology allows you to customize your learning path and integrate it into your daily life efficiently. Adaptability is a benefit of lifelong learning. People who continue to learn develop mental flexibility, problem-solving skills, and resilience. When challenges arise or circumstances change, they can pivot effectively, applying knowledge and skills in new ways. Adaptability ensures long-term relevance and opportunity, especially in fast-changing environments. Critical thinking enhances learning. It is not enough to absorb information. You must evaluate, question, and analyze it. Lifelong learners do not accept ideas blindly. They test, reflect, and draw conclusions. Critical thinking allows you to distinguish between valuable knowledge and misinformation, make informed decisions, and solve problems creatively. Lifelong learning also strengthens confidence. The more knowledge and skills you acquire, the more capable you feel. This confidence encourages risk-taking, innovation, and initiative. People who continue learning are better equipped to handle challenges, embrace new opportunities, and lead others effectively. Reflection reinforces learning. Taking time to review what you have learned, how you applied it, and what lessons emerged deepens understanding. Reflection ensures that knowledge is not forgotten and that experience translates into wisdom. Lifelong learners make reflection a regular habit, turning information into actionable insight. Collaboration enhances learning. Working with others exposes you to different perspectives, approaches, and ideas. Group discussions, projects, or problem-solving exercises expand understanding and spark creativity. Lifelong learners engage with peers, mentors, and communities to share knowledge, challenge assumptions, and learn collectively. Setting learning goals maintains focus Just as with other goals, defining what you want to learn, why, and by when, creates direction and accountability. Learning without goals can be random or superficial, while goal-oriented learning ensures that time and effort translate into meaningful growth. Tracking progress reinforces commitment and celebrates achievement. Lifelong learning is not limited to formal education. It includes hobbies, personal interests, physical skills, emotional intelligence, and social abilities. Expanding knowledge in diverse areas develops a well-rounded mind, increases adaptability, and enriches life experience. Broad learning contributes to creativity, empathy, and problem-solving. Resilience is strengthened by learning. Knowledge and skills provide tools to overcome obstacles. Each lesson learned equips you to face future challenges more effectively. Lifelong learners view setbacks as opportunities to acquire new understanding, turning difficulties into growth experiences rather than discouragement. Motivation plays a role, but habits matter more. Making learning a daily routine, even in small increments, ensures consistent progress. Short, regular study or practice sessions are more effective than infrequent, intense bursts. Habitual learning compounds over time, gradually building expertise, confidence, and capability. Sharing knowledge reinforces learning. Teaching, mentoring, or writing about what you have learned solidifies understanding and benefits others. Lifelong learners contribute to communities, inspire curiosity, and strengthen networks while reinforcing their own growth. Sharing transforms individual learning into collective progress. Curiosity, practice, reflection, mentorship, adaptability, and consistency all combine to make lifelong learning powerful. It is not limited by age, education level, or circumstance. Anyone can cultivate a habit of learning, improve skills, and expand knowledge at any stage of life. Lifelong learning ensures that personal growth, career development, and success continue indefinitely. Ultimately, the power of lifelong learning lies in continuous improvement, adaptability, and the ability to seize opportunities. Knowledge, skills, and experiences accumulate over time, compounding into expertise, wisdom, and achievement. By embracing curiosity, staying disciplined, and actively seeking growth, you ensure that success is not temporary, but sustainable, dynamic, and ever-expanding. And as you continue this journey, the next chapter will explore health and energy management, showing how physical and mental well-being directly influence productivity, focus, and the ability to achieve long-term goals. Chapter 13. Health and Energy Management. Your health and energy are the foundation of everything you do. Without physical and mental well-being, even the most ambitious plans and goals become difficult to achieve. Health is not just the absence of illness. It is the presence of energy, focus, and resilience that allows you to perform at your best. Managing your health effectively ensures that your body and mind support your ambitions consistently. Nutrition is a key factor in health and energy. The food you eat fuels your body and brain. Consuming balanced meals with protein, healthy fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals provides sustained energy and supports focus, memory, and mood. Poor nutrition leads to fatigue, reduced concentration, and slower recovery from stress or illness. Choosing nutritious foods consistently ensures that your body operates at its peak. Exercise strengthens both body and mind. Regular physical activity improves cardiovascular health, builds strength, increases flexibility, and boosts mental clarity. Exercise also releases endorphins, which reduce stress and enhance mood. Whether it is walking, running, cycling, or strength training, consistent movement energizes the body and sharpens mental performance. Sleep is essential for energy management. Quality sleep allows your body to repair, recharge, and consolidate memory and learning. Inadequate sleep reduces focus, productivity, and emotional stability. Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, maintaining a regular schedule, and creating a restful environment significantly improve both physical and cognitive performance. Stress management is crucial for health. Chronic stress drains energy, weakens immunity, and impairs decision-making. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, mindfulness, and regular breaks help regulate stress. Recognizing stress triggers and responding proactively prevents burnout and maintains mental clarity. Hydration is often overlooked, but critical. Water is essential for all bodily functions, including digestion, circulation, and cognitive performance. Even mild dehydration can reduce focus, energy, and productivity. Drinking water consistently throughout the day supports both physical health and mental sharpness. Mental health is as important as physical health. Emotional resilience, self-awareness, and coping skills contribute to overall energy and performance. Practices such as journaling, therapy, or mindfulness exercises help maintain mental balance. Caring for your mental health ensures sustained motivation, focus, and well-being. Routine is a powerful tool for energy management. Creating structured daily habits for meals, exercise, work, learning, and rest optimizes energy use. When routines are consistent, your body and mind operate more efficiently, reducing decision fatigue and maximizing productivity. Habits become automatic support systems for peak performance. Avoiding harmful substances supports health. Excessive alcohol, tobacco, and drugs impair physical and mental function, reducing energy, focus, and longevity. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle minimizes negative influences and protects your ability to perform at your best consistently. Choices that promote wellness create long-term benefits. Time in nature and sunlight exposure support energy and well-being. Natural light regulates circadian rhythms, improving sleep quality and mood. Fresh air and outdoor activity reduce stress, improve focus, and enhance creativity. Incorporating outdoor time into your daily routine strengthens both physical and mental health. Mind-body connection is powerful. Practices such as yoga, stretching, or Tai Chi integrate physical movement with mental focus, reducing tension and enhancing energy. These practices improve balance, flexibility, and mindfulness, creating harmony between body and mind that supports sustained performance. Energy management also involves pacing yourself. Working non-stop without rest reduces efficiency and increases the risk of mistakes or burnout. Scheduling breaks, short walks, or relaxation intervals maintains focus and stamina. Strategic rest ensures that effort remains productive and sustainable over the long term. Nutrition timing can influence energy levels. Eating balanced meals and snacks at regular intervals prevents energy crashes and supports mental clarity. Skipping meals or relying on sugary foods causes fatigue and reduces productivity. Thoughtful timing and composition of meals help maintain steady energy throughout the day. Exercise variety keeps the body engaged. Combining cardiovascular activity, strength training, and flexibility exercises ensures balanced fitness and prevents overuse injuries. A well-rounded fitness routine supports endurance, resilience, and overall health, enhancing your capacity to pursue goals consistently. Emotional support impacts energy and well-being. Positive relationships, social connections, and encouragement from friends, family, or mentors provide motivation and reduce stress. Strong social support systems contribute to resilience, focus, and overall vitality. Maintaining meaningful connections is an essential part of health management. Mindful awareness of your energy patterns allows strategic planning. Recognizing when you are most alert, creative, or focused helps schedule demanding tasks at optimal times. Using energy peaks for high-priority work and conserving energy during low periods increases efficiency and reduces unnecessary fatigue. Preventive health measures are essential. Regular checkups, screenings, and early interventions help detect issues before they become serious. Maintaining preventive habits protects long-term health, reduces disruptions, and ensures that energy remains available for pursuing goals consistently. Habits compound over time. Daily exercise, balanced nutrition, adequate sleep, stress management, and hydration create cumulative benefits. Small, consistent actions reinforce each other, producing sustainable energy, focus, and performance. Over months and years, these habits create a foundation that supports long-term success in all areas of life. Ultimately, health and energy management are about intentional care of your body and mind. Your physical and mental well-being directly influence focus, resilience, productivity, and growth. By prioritizing nutrition, exercise, sleep, stress management, and supportive habits, you ensure that your energy aligns with your ambitions. Health is not just a foundation, it is a multiplier that amplifies the results of every effort you make. And as you continue this journey, the next chapter will explore the importance of mindset in leadership, showing how mental strength, vision, and influence shape the ability to guide others effectively while achieving personal and collective success. Chapter 14: Mindset in Leadership. Leadership begins in the mind. A leader's mindset shapes their decisions, behaviors, and the way they inspire others. Leadership is not defined by position or title alone. It is defined by the ability to influence, guide, and create results through vision, action, and example. Developing a strong, growth-oriented mindset is the foundation of effective leadership. A leader's mindset starts with self-awareness. Understanding strengths, weaknesses, values, and motivations allows leaders to act with clarity and authenticity. Self-aware leaders recognize their impact on others, make informed decisions, and continually improve. Without self-awareness, leadership can become reactive, inconsistent, or disconnected from the team's needs. Growth mindset is essential for leadership. Leaders who believe in continuous learning, adaptation, and improvement inspire similar behavior in others. They view challenges as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and feedback as a tool for growth. A growth-oriented mindset fosters resilience, creativity, and innovation, which are critical for leading effectively in changing environments. Vision guides leadership. Leaders must see beyond the present, define goals, and communicate a clear path forward. A compelling vision motivates teams, aligns efforts, and provides direction. Leaders with a strong mindset understand that vision without action is meaningless, and action without vision is unfocused. The combination creates purpose and momentum. Decision-making is influenced by mindset. Leaders with a disciplined, strategic mindset make informed, confident choices even under uncertainty. They weigh options, anticipate consequences, and balance risk with opportunity. A strong mindset reduces impulsivity and increases consistency, reliability, and trustworthiness in leadership. Emotional intelligence is a key aspect of leadership mindset. Leaders must manage their emotions, empathize with others, and navigate interpersonal dynamics effectively. Emotional intelligence allows leaders to build trust, resolve conflicts, and foster a positive culture. Mindset shapes emotional regulation, patience, and the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Confidence and humility coexist in effective leadership. A confident mindset allows leaders to take initiative, communicate clearly, and make bold decisions. Humility ensures they listen, learn, and adapt. Leaders with a balanced mindset inspire trust and respect because they demonstrate capability without arrogance and openness without weakness. Resilience is vital. Challenges, setbacks, and criticism are inevitable in leadership. A resilient mindset helps leaders persist, learn from adversity, and maintain focus on goals. Leaders who model resilience influence their teams to adopt the same attitude, creating a culture of perseverance and problem-solving. Communication reflects mindset. Leaders who listen actively, speak clearly, and convey ideas with respect and conviction foster understanding and collaboration. A positive, solution-oriented mindset ensures that communication motivates, informs, and builds trust rather than spreading fear or doubt. Effective communication amplifies influence and reinforces credibility. Leaders must embrace responsibility, A mindset oriented toward accountability ensures that leaders take ownership of outcomes, actions, and decisions. Blame shifting undermines credibility, while ownership strengthens trust and demonstrates integrity. Leadership mindset transforms accountability into a source of strength rather than a burden. Adaptability is part of a strong leadership mindset. Conditions, priorities, and teams evolve, and leaders must adjust strategies without losing sight of core goals. Flexibility combined with focus allows leaders to navigate uncertainty, seize opportunities, and guide others effectively through change. A rigid mindset limits influence and reduces effectiveness. Empowering others is a hallmark of leadership mindset. Great leaders develop the potential of their team, providing guidance, support, and resources while allowing autonomy. A mindset focused on empowerment multiplies results, builds loyalty, and fosters growth. Leaders who lift others create environments where success is shared and sustainable. Ethical thinking and integrity reflect mindset. Leaders must make decisions that align with values, principles, and fairness. A strong ethical mindset builds trust, inspires commitment, and protects long-term credibility. Leadership without integrity may achieve short-term results, but influence and respect are lost over time. Strategic thinking requires perspective. Leaders with a forward-looking mindset anticipate trends, evaluate risks, and align resources with objectives. They consider both immediate needs and long-term implications. A strategic mindset ensures that actions are deliberate, cohesive, and impactful, creating sustained success. Mindset influences how leaders handle feedback. Constructive criticism is embraced as a tool for growth, while defensiveness or avoidance hinders development. Leaders who cultivate a learning mindset actively seek input, reflect on it, and implement improvements. This approach enhances both personal and team performance. Consistency in behavior reinforces leadership mindset. Leaders who consistently demonstrate integrity, competence, and focus build trust over time. Inconsistency creates doubt and confusion, while predictability in action and decision-making strengthens confidence in leadership. Mindset shapes the behaviors that others rely on and respect. Mentorship and teaching reflect leadership mindset. Leaders who share knowledge, coach, and inspire others multiply their influence. A mindset committed to developing others creates a culture of growth, collaboration, and leadership is not only about achieving personal goals, but also about lifting the potential of those around you. Ultimately, leadership mindset combines self-awareness, growth orientation, resilience, empathy, integrity, and strategic focus. It shapes every decision, action, and relationship. Leaders with the right mindset influence positively, guide effectively, and create lasting impact. Leadership begins in the mind, and cultivating it ensures that influence, achievement, and growth extend far beyond the individual. And as you continue this journey, the next chapter will explore the art of decision-making, showing how clarity, analysis, and mindset combine to make choices that drive success and minimize regrets. Chapter 15: The Art of Decision-Making. Decision-making is one of the most important skills in life. Every day you make choices, some small, some significant, that affect your future. The ability to make clear, thoughtful, and confident decisions sets successful people apart from those who drift through life reacting to circumstances. The art of decision-making combines mindset, analysis, experience, and courage to act decisively. The first step in effective decision-making is clarity. Understanding what the decision involves, why it matters, and what outcomes are possible creates focus. Without clarity, choices become overwhelming, and indecision takes over. Defining the problem or opportunity clearly allows you to weigh options and make informed choices. Gathering information is essential. Decisions are rarely made in a vacuum. Collecting relevant facts, opinions, and data provides context and reduces uncertainty. Lifelong learners and curious thinkers excel in this step. They explore multiple sources, Seek advice and examine possibilities from different perspectives before deciding. Weighing options carefully is a key part of the process. Consider the benefits, risks, short-term consequences, and long-term impact of each alternative. Comparing outcomes allows you to identify which choices align best with your goals, values, and priorities. Thoughtful evaluation prevents impulsive actions and increases the likelihood of success. Intuition also plays a role. Experience and knowledge create subconscious patterns that guide decision-making. While analysis is critical, intuition can help when information is incomplete or time is limited. Developing intuition requires practice, reflection, and learning from past decisions. It complements rational thinking rather than replacing it. Avoiding decision paralysis is important. Overanalyzing, fearing mistakes, or seeking perfection can lead to inaction. While careful thought is valuable, excessive hesitation wastes time and opportunities. Effective decision-makers recognize when enough information has been gathered and commit to action confidently. Prioritization improves decision quality. Not all decisions carry equal weight. Identifying which choices have the greatest impact on your goals allows you to allocate time, attention, and energy wisely. By focusing on high-priority decisions first, you maximize outcomes and reduce unnecessary stress from minor choices. Accepting responsibility is central to decision-making. Every choice has consequences, and owning them demonstrates accountability and integrity. Blaming others or avoiding responsibility undermines confidence and credibility. Leaders and successful individuals embrace responsibility, learning from both successes and failures. Risk management is part of the art. Every decision involves some level of uncertainty. Understanding potential risks, preparing contingency plans, and evaluating acceptable levels of risk allows you to act confidently while minimizing negative consequences. Risk-aware decision-making balances courage with careful assessment. Time management affects decision-making. Some choices require immediate action, while others benefit from reflection. Knowing when to act quickly and when to deliberate ensures that decisions are timely and effective. Delaying unnecessarily or rushing impulsively can both reduce the quality of outcomes. Emotional regulation supports better choices. Decisions driven solely by fear, anger, or excitement often lead to regret. Leaders and skilled decision-makers maintain calm, assess options objectively, and consider both logic and emotion. Awareness of emotional influence improves clarity and reduces errors in judgment. Learning from past decisions strengthens skill. Reflecting on previous successes and mistakes builds insight, intuition, and confidence. Documenting lessons learned, observing patterns, and applying them to new situations enhances the quality of future decisions. Experience becomes a teacher, turning trial and error into mastery. Collaboration improves outcomes. Seeking input from trusted advisors, mentors, or colleagues provides perspective and reduces blind spots. Diverse viewpoints help identify overlooked factors, anticipate consequences, and create more informed solutions. Collaboration is particularly valuable for complex or high-stakes decisions. Commitment follows decision-making. Once a choice is made, acting decisively ensures progress. Hesitation or wavering undermines momentum and confidence. Committed action translates plans into results, demonstrating both courage and competence. Momentum often determines the ultimate success of decisions more than analysis alone. Adaptability complements action. Even after a decision is implemented, conditions may change, requiring adjustments. A flexible mindset allows you to pivot, refine strategies, and maintain focus on desired outcomes. Adaptation does not imply indecision, it strengthens results by responding intelligently to reality. Ethical consideration is critical. Decisions impact not only yourself, but also others. Evaluating the moral and social implications ensures that choices align with values and long-term integrity. Ethical decision-making builds trust, credibility, and sustainable influence. Short-term gains achieved through unethical choices often lead to long-term consequences. Decision-making is also a habit. Consistently practicing analysis, reflection, and action strengthens skill over time. Like any skill, it improves with effort, awareness, and repetition. By making thoughtful decisions regularly, you develop confidence, reduce hesitation, and enhance overall effectiveness in personal and professional life. Balancing intuition, logic, ethics, and courage creates mastery. Skilled decision-makers combine thoughtful analysis with timely action, anticipate risks while embracing opportunity, and consider both short-term and long-term effects. They learn from outcomes, adapt strategies, and refine their process continually. Ultimately, decision-making is about control over your life. Every choice shapes your direction, opportunities, and results. By cultivating clarity, gathering information, weighing options, acting decisively, and learning from outcomes, you create a life guided by intention rather than chance. The art of decision-making transforms uncertainty into opportunity, challenges into growth, and choices into achievements. With this final chapter, you now have a complete understanding of the mindset of success, covering everything from personal growth, habits, and influence, to financial literacy, leadership, and decision-making. The principles you've explored are interconnected, each reinforcing the others, providing a foundation for sustained achievement and fulfillment in life.